is Ad-Darsu Sadis, lesson number 6 lesson. The topic is Al-Mizanu Sarfi. Al-Mizanu Sarfi. Al-Mizan As-Sarfi. 2 words. In word number 1, Al-Mizan. Mizan, literally it means the scale that you use to weigh something. That is the Mizan. That is the literal meaning of the word Mizan. As-Sarfi, Sarfi, this comes from the word Sarf. If you were with me in the first lesson, I did mention about Sarf. Sarf is one branch of Arabic knowledge, of the Arab linguistic knowledge. So in in part one branch of the Arabic grammar. So in grammar, al-qawaid grammar, al-qawaidul arabiyyah, we can divide the knowledge in qawaid into 2 branch of knowledge. Number 1 is nahu. And nahu is the lexicography. Lexicography is related to what? Is related to dictionary. The syntax. Yes, grammar. So this is related to syntax, where you want to form a correct sentence, where you learn fi'il, fa'il, maf'ulun bih, jumlah ismiyah, jumlah fi'liyah, mubtada, khabar, fa'il, maf'ul bih, and so on. So this is the lesson on nahu. And another branch of knowledge is called as-sarf. And sarf is related to the word itself. How do you form a word? How do you change a word? And what we have learned so far, the wazan, how do you change from madi to mudari? How do you identify the root word? These are all parts of sarf. Okay, so these are the difference between nahu, the what was the word now? Syntax, and also the sarf. The sarf is morphology, the morphology, okay, part of the grammar. So for this word, for this topic, al-mizanu sarfi. So when you have this word sarfi, it means that this is in the knowledge of sarf. So we have this term called the mizan. So this mizan is basically, these two is basically the same, is referring to the word wazan that we have used just now. So basically there's nothing new in this lesson. So just the title. The title is called Al-Mizanu Sarfi. And what is Mizanu Sarfi? Mizanu Sarfi is actually referring to Al-Wazan. Al-Wazan. But what we have covered in the previous lesson is the wazan of fi'il only. It's the wazan of al-fi'il. Fa'ala, tafa'ala, fa'ala, yufa'ilu. These are all the wazan of fi'il. But in Arabic, in wazan, in sarf, the wazan is not only for fi'il. It can be for noun as well. It can be for isim. So we will learn that in other topic. So today, this is just to show you other form of wazan. Okay, just to show you how do you identify the wazan if it is not a fi'il. Okay, in previous lesson, it is only for fi'il. Now, if I give you another word, noun, for example, can you identify the wazan? That's about the topic. So basically, it is the same thing. If you understand the wazan of fi'il madi, how do you form the wazan? How do you the wazan? You will be able to do this. Not much different. Let us try number 1. So number 1, it says, Iqra il-amthilat al-atiyah. Read the following examples. So here they give you a sentence, but the focus is only on this underlined word, bold and underlined words. Okay, we only want to focus on this. But of course, they've got to put it in a sentence to make sense of the meaning of the word. Fataha Khalidun al-bab. Khalid opened the door. Fataha Khalid al-bab. So we want to focus on the word fataha. Fataha, what is the wazan? We only ask you the wazan. What is the wazan, or what is the mizan sarfi of this word fataha? And of course, since you have learned the wazan for the fi'il madi, of course, you will be able to give me immediately. What is the wazan for this word, fataha, from our previous lesson?
Fa'ala.
Fa'ala, definitely. That is the correct one. Done. Okay. So for fi'il, so you put straight over. So what is mizan sarfi? Basically, is similar to wazan. So that's all. So fa'ala is wazan. Okay, good. Number 2. Al-babu maftuh. Al-babu maftuh. Okay. So now we have this word. Al-bab, the door. The door is open. Open. So when something is open, you call it maftuh. What is the wazan? Can you guess the wazan? We have not seen this wazan before. But can you guess the wazan? How do you guess? By...
Maf'ulun.
Okay, good. Maf'ulun. Okay. Maf'ulun. Mim, fa, ain, waw, lam, mim. So in case, if you ask me, how do you get this maf'ulun? Oh, sorry. How do you get this wazan, maf'ulun? Yes, it is correct. But how do you... Mana ni? Okay. How do you get maf'ulun? How do you know it is maf'ulun? What do you do? The same thing that we did the fi'il earlier.
Because there's the, how do I say this? There's an addition of word in the
okay.
yeah,
Yes,
in the word. Yeah.
But what is the root word? What are the root word for this? What is the root?
Fataha.
How do you know it is the root word? It is from your knowledge. What is the fi'il?
Oh no, fatah is the root word. Right.
Fatah, yes, fatah is the root word. Good. But how do you know it is fataha? You have learned this word. Ma makna fataha? Fataha, just now we had this word fataha. Yaftahu.
Fataha is
open.
Open, right?
Open. Yeah.
So you know that this fataha is a word. It's a fi'il. So then you can guess. If you look at this, oh, this is fataha. Yes, we have this word. Yes, we have this word. So this indicates that this is a root word. So fataha, yes. So what do you do next is you match this to the wazan. Fa, this is, of course, in the wazan, we always use fa, ain, and also lam. These are the key letters. Don't forget. It is always fa, ain, lam. So fa, you have identified. This is the root word, the original letter. Fa, and also the ta, and also the ha. So what do? You match it to the wazan. So the first letter in the wazan is always the letter fa. The second letter of the wazan is always the letter ain. The third letter of the wazan is always the letter lam. Okay. What about the rest? The rest are additional letters. So mim, additional letters, and waw, additional letters. So what do? You just write the additional letter. So mim. And what else? Here we don't have any additional letter. Okay, just join the two letters. Wow, wow, it's additional letter. Wow. So now we have written down all the original and also the additional letters. What's next? You follow the harakat. How do you read the word? Maftuh. So this the was ma. So this is ma. Fa with the sukun. So this is with the sukun. Ta is referring to the ain with the sukun. So here with the sukun. Wow. This is basically a sukun. Lam, so this is the last letter. The last letter is, of course, normally it ends with a dhamma. So how do you read? Maf'ulun. So maf'ulun, this is the wazan for maf'ul. So this is basically just to identify the wazan from a word. What is the wazan of this word? This is maf'ul. Okay, so this lesson is all about, just to identify the wazan. And later, once you have you know the wazan, you will be able to form words. And the benefit of this is for the letter lesson. So where in the letter lesson, you will learn how to form a word. You have this fataha. You have the root word, fataha. Now, what if you want to say the person who opens, the opener? How do you form the word? How do you change the word? Follow the wazan. There will be a specific wazan for that. You follow the wazan, you'll be able to find a new word. Open, in a passive form, open. So this is the wazan. You will find a new word, okay? And so on and so forth. So that is the benefit. So now, today we'll just identify. Okay, we just practice to identify the wazan. Number 3, Allamal abu banatihi. The father, allama bimana to teach. So he taught his daughter. He taught his daughter. The father taught his daughter. What is the wazan for allama? So this is easy because you have learned this. Allama, the wazan is?
Fa'ala.
Fa'ala. Okay, done. This is for fi'il. For fi'il, we can do this quickly. Okay. Fa'ala. Yes, good. Number 4. Abdul Rahmani mu'allimun mumtaz. Abdul Rahman is a mu'allim. Mu'allim is a teacher. Is a teacher. So this is from the word ain lam mim, just now, to teach. So mu'allim is the person who teach. So we translate as a teacher. Mumtaz, a good teacher. An excellent teacher. So we want to know what is this wazan. Try to form the wazan. Mu'allimun. Now, just now we know that Ain Lam Mim is the root word.
Mufa'ilun.
Mufa'ilun. Yes, sahih. Mufa'ilun. So how do you know this? Again, identify the root word. The root word is Ain, Lam, and Mim. So you match the Ain, Lam, Mim with Fa, Ain, and also Lam. So this is the Fa, this is the Ain, this is the Lam. And then what else? Whatever additional letter that you have in the word, you put it to the wazan. So additional letter now is Mim, so you put a Mim. And then the rest is you just follow this. Mu'allimun, mufa'ilun. Okay, so the word is the wazan is mufa'ilun. Okay, so that is the wazan for mu'allimun. Yes, we try next one. Number 5. Kasara al-waladu al-ka'sa. Kasara means he broke. He broke, the boy broke the kas is a cup, the cup. So he broke the cup. This is easy. We have this wasn't before. Kasara.
Fa'ala.
Okay, done. Fa'ala. Okay, so done. Kasara al-ka'sa. Done. So sahih, fa'ala. Number 5. Number 6. Number 6. In kasara. Just now kasara. So kaf sin ra is the root word. Kasara. Now the fi'l has changed to in kasara zujajul ghurfa. The meaning is also changed. In kasara means broken. Is broke or was broken. What was broken? Zujajul ghurfa. The glass of the room. The glass of the room or the window of the room is broken. Was broken. Sorry, was broken. So the glass of the room was broken. So this is fi'l. So then we have also covered this in the previous lesson. What is the wazan? In kasara?
In fa'ala.
In fa'ala. Okay. So since it is a fi'l, we can do this quickly. In fa'ala. Done. So in fa'ala, that is the wazan. Number 7. Istaghfaral mu'minu rabbahu. The mu'min sought for forgiveness from his Rabb, from his God. So istaghfara is to seek for forgiveness. So this is also a fi'l. Then we should be able to identify what is the wazan. The root word is rinfara.
Istaf'ala.
Istaf'ala. Yes. Istaf'ala. Istaf'ala. Okay, so that is the wazan, or so called as the al-mizanu as-sarfi. Na'am. Na'am. Sahih. Number 8. Inna allaha ghafiruz zunubi jami'a. Inna, indeed Allah is ghafir, bermakna the one who forgives. The one who forgives is ghafir. So in Allah, indeed Allah forgives. So sometimes we can also translate it as a fi'l, but it is not a fi'l. Okay, this is not in the form of a fi'l. This is in the form of a noun, of the person who does that. Ghafiruz zunubi, sins, zunub, sins, jami'a, all. So indeed Allah forgives all sins. Sins. Now, inna allaha ghafir. Okay, we want this wazan. The wazan for the fi'il, for the isim, for the word ghafir. What is wazan? The word ghafir. Naam. Siapa ni? Daripada Arista, okey. Kenapa ya? Tahun yang hari tu, tahun lepas ya? Saya pun tak ingat. Yang saya tak ingat. Nak cek balik. Ada lagi kot. Oh, okey. Macam tu ya. Okay. I see akaun dekat dalam ya. Okay. Okay, I see gerak akaun bank ya. Buat is dah. Okay, boleh. Terima kasih. Okay, sorry. Yes, what is the wazan? Ghafir.
Is it fa'ilu? Ustaz?
Fa'ilun. Yes, I give you the clue. The clue Ghain, Fa and Ra, root word. So Fa, Ain, Lam. What is the additional letter here? It's of
Alif.
course the Alif. Yeah. So how do you read this? Ghafiru, Fa'ilu. Fa'il. So the wazan is Fa'il. Okay, so later we will learn this. When it is Fa'il, what does it mean? Fa'il means the person who does that. So Ghafara is the fi'il, forgive. Fa'il, Ghafir, the one who forgives. So by knowing the wazan, you will be able to guess the meaning of the word itself. Okay, right. And number 8, number 9. قال المؤمن قولا كريما. قال المؤمن قولا كريما. The mu'min said good words. The mu'min said good words. Okay, here we have, okay, now this is quite a bit different from what we have seen before. So if you look at the word qala, this is fi'il. This is a verb, a fi'il. But do you see any wazan in the list that we have learned? Do you see any wazan that you can match to this word qala? 3-letter fi'il where we have alif in the middle. Do you have this?
I think no, Ustaz. Not sure.
Yes, there's no wazan. There's no wazan for this word. Why there's no wazan for this word? Okay, the reason being is this letter. The alif.
Yes, sir.
Yes. If you, I don't know whether you still remember or not, in level 4, if not mistaken, in level 4, level 3, you have learned about the fi'il mu'tal. You have learned about this mu'tal and sahih.
Na'am.
Naam. Mu'tal and sahih. So they are fi'il. Fi'il sahih means that the fi'il that does not have any alif, waw, or ya in one of the letter. So for example, Fataha, you don't have any of these, alif, waw, ya. So this is called the fi'il sahih. Sahih means the fi'il, normal fi'il, without any of these alif, waw, ya. When it is a normal fi'il, Fataha, Zahaba, Qara'a, definitely you will have the wazan is among the list that we have learned. But the problem is if you have this fi'il, we call it as a fi'il mu'tal. So fi'il mu'tal is where you have this either alif, waw, or ya. Alif, waw, or ya. And these are called the huruf al-illah, the huruf of illah. So the word illah, this is sometimes some people translate is the weak letters. Some people illah means as the problematic letters. So when you have this alif, waw, ya in the fi'il is called mu'tal, the weak fi'il. That what does it mean? It means that this letter sometimes it can be replaced with other letter. Sometimes it can be removed. It can be omitted. It can be deleted. So this is called the fi'il mu'tal. So here we see an example of fi'il mu'tal. Qala. Okay. Qala. So this word, since you see an alif, this is the weak letter, the harful illah. Okay, the harful illah that I mentioned just now. So when you have a fi'il that contains alif in the middle, this fi'il is actually, this alif is actually from another letter. It is not, the alif is not the original letter. The original letter is actually the letter waw. Okay, so you just follow me. Okay, alif is actually changed from the letter waw. So when it is a waw, the fi'il is actually qawala. That is the origin of the fi'il qala. It is qawala. But later it is changed to qala. Why do they change to qala? So there is a lesson in the Sarf. There is a lesson for that. But when we use the word, we just say qala. But the original fi'il is actually qawala. When we want to identify the wazan for fi'il like this, you need to refer to the original fi'il, which is qawala. So now, when I said qawala, can you give me the wazan? Yes, this is the 3-letter fi'il, right? So since this is the qawala, you have all of these vowels, then you can safely say that the wazan is fa'ala. Therefore, what is the wazan for qala? You have to refer to the original fi'il, then you have to refer the original wazan. So what is the wazan for qala? The wazan is fa'ala. In this case, of course, when you compare fa'ala and qala, it is different, right? It is different. Qa, and then you have the alif. Here, the alif you should have a fathah, qa'ala, but here you see a fathah, fa, but here you don't see anything. So you will say this is different. Of course, this is different. Why? Because this qala, originally it is qawala. So when you refer to the original fi'il qawala, then only you will be able to identify the wazan. So for this kind of fi'il, just memorize. Okay, for this kind of fi'il, we just memorize. And we will try not to include this kind of fi'il in the exam. So we will only focus on the fi'il, what we call as the fi'il sahih. Okay, the sahih without any problem, the true fi'il. So, but in case, I don't know in case, because sometimes they do include fi'il mu'ta like this, so you just memorize. Qala, so the fi'il is fa'ala. Okay, so that is the wazan for the qala. Now, and finally, the same thing, number 10 ashara. Number 10 ashara. Qul huwallahu ahad. Qul, this is the same word, qala just now, but it is in the fi'il amar, in the amar, in the fi'il amar. You want to say, Qul, say, O Muhammad, say that Allah is one. Allah is one. Qul huwallah, He is Allah, one and only, ahadun. So now we want to identify what is the wazan of qul. This is fi'il amar. If you look at the fi'il qul, how many letters do we have? We have only 4 letters. We have qaf and we have lam. But in the wazan, how many letters should we have for the wazan? What are the letters of the wazan that we have learned so far? The original letters of a wazan. Fa.
3 and
3. There must be 3, right? There must be fa, ain, lam. But suddenly the word it's only 2. So what does it mean? It means that one letter has been removed. One letter has been removed from the wazan. So what is that letter? What is that letter? So for this case, for this word, we need to check what is the original word. So this is actually from the fi'il qala just now. Qala that I said, the qala that we have seen just now here. Qala, qawala, okay, fa'ala. So this is actually qawala. Qawala. And then from here, what is the mudari'? Mudari' is qawala yaqwulu. Yaqwulu. So the original fi'il is this. Qawala yaqwulu. And then the amar becomes qul. Qul. Therefore, they remove this because of these 2. So it becomes qul. Okay. So when you want to know the wazan, we need to refer to this, the original word. So this is again why? Because of the harful illah, because of this problematic letter. So that is what I said just now. If we will try to avoid the problematic letters. Okay. So in case you are wondering what is the wazan for this qul? Okay. So we need to refer to this qul. So you have the 3 letter fa, ain, lam. Fu. But then what happened? They removed the middle letter. So they removed this middle letter. What remains? We only have this fa and lam. So what is the wazan? The wazan is only fa and lam, and it is full. So this is different from what we have before. Why is this different? Because of this alif, because of this harfun illah. Sorry, because of this harfun illah, the alif. Okay. So for these two, no problem. Okay, we will not include this in the test. Okay, so you just focus on the normal fi'il, the normal word without any of this alif, waw, and also yeah, right. Okay, any questions so far? Identifying the wazan. Okay, so basically here we see a different wazan. So there will be many wazan as well, but what is important for you now is the madi and mudari. Madi and mudari. And also when you should be able to identify the wazan for a normal word. Okay, a normal word. And finally we finish this. Al-Qaida. So the rule says that Yarji'ul mizanu sarfi. The mizan sarfi or the wazan, it will return. Yarji'u return. Return asasan basically. So the wazan basically return to thalathati huruf, 3 letters. Everybody knows it now. The 3 letters aslinya, the original 3 letters are the fa, ain, and lam. Okay, so this is what we have done. I mentioned just now. Fa, ain, lam. So you should compare to fa, ain, lam. Inda waznil kalima bil mizan sarfi. When you wazan here means you compare. When you compare you want to find out the wazan. When you compare the word to the mizan sarfi, to the wazan, you want to identify the wazan. What do you do? This is what do you do. Tuqabilu hurufiha al-asliya bi hurufi fa'in lam. You match. Tuqabilu, you match the original huruf to fa'in lam. Just like what we did just now. Fataha. So these are the original huruf. You match them to the fa, ain, and lam. Okay, this is number 2. Okay, number 3. Tazharu huruf zaidah. Tazharu huruf zaidah. The additional. Zaidah means additional. Huruf zaidah will appear. Tazhar. Zahir appear. So the huruf zaidah will appear fil kalima in the word. Inda dabatiha bil mizani sarfi. So the huruf zaidah, additional letters, will appear when you match them. Dabtiha. When you match them to the sarf. So for example, here we have additional letter. The word maftuh just now. Maftuh. So again, what we did just now, you match the original letter to the wazan. Fa, ain, lam. Fa, ain, and lam. So what will happen? Once you have identified the original letters, you will see the additional letter. Mim and waw. So this is what it means. Tazharu. Okay. So it will appear. So what do you do next? You just put the additional letter. Okay, so now you get the wazan. That is number 3. Number 4, this is referring to item number 9 and number 10. So this is not that important. So I just read here. They say tuhzaful huruf. Tuhzafu means remove, deleted. So the huruf will be deleted from the mizan, from the wazan. Iza huzifat al huruful asliya min al kalima. So here it says, in the wazan, sometimes you need to remove a letter from the wazan. From fa, ain, lam, you need to remove a letter. If the letter, the original letter is removed from the fi'il. This is referring to this. This is referring to kul just now. Earlier, I said that this word kul is actually from this word, kul. This is the original word, kul. And what happened is, you have these 2, sukun and sukun. So in Arabic word, you cannot have 2 sukun together. So if you have these 2, what will happen? Among the option that they can do is they remove this word. So now it becomes kul, so that they can read the word easily. Kul, instead of kul, they say kul. So since we have removed this, what will happen to the wazan? The same thing. Whatever that you remove here, you will have to remove it from the wazan. This is what they mean by the last point. Okay, so the wazan is now full, only 2 letters. So it is not a 3 letter wazan anymore. So as I said earlier, this point you can just ignore this. Okay, we just focus on 1 until number 3. Or you know how to form a wazan, that's done. That's it.